First, delayed in construction of Thangal Market to Khuyathong Road under Smart City project impacts local trades businesses. Delay in publishing NEET merit list for Manipur caused by technical issue. Merit list will be out soon, says Health Director Dr. Chambogonmei. And security forces recovered huge catch of weapons during search operations held in 2 different places. Hello, very good afternoon, and you're watching ISTV English News. I'm Priyalakshmi Langpoklakpam. Now the news in detail. Under the Smart City project, it has been 2 years that the construction of Thangal Market to Khuyathong Road is being carried out, and there has been delayed in completion of the project. The local trade and businesses have been hit hard by the delay in construction, and the traders are now left with no option but to change their profession. In 2023, post Ningol Chakoba under the Smart City project, the construction of the road began featuring pedestrian-friendly smart parking and waste management. However, with the project unable to complete on time, shops and vendors situated on both sides of the road have been forced to operate in uncertain conditions. Many have incurred substantial losses. Speaking to ISTV News, the traders and shopkeepers told that they welcome the developmental move of the government, which aim at keeping the Imphal city thriving, eco-friendly and equitable one. However, the prolonged blocking of entry to the road for the construction has reduced their number of customers. Facing substantial losses in their businesses, the shops are likely to get shut and the staffs might lose their employment. They also lamented over the slow progress of the construction.
Amaga Tata Shure, Aushiva Sapanade, Mi Jangande, Karamba style Gilumbi Semano, Sidi Uchi together with Hena, Fajana Semiti. Yam Tina Wai, who stopped singing to Lopiva Sugamde, Am Tina Wabi when a Hoshi Dukan Pamiodo, Barahun Basugamde, I stopped the Kunmatuine, Mayam Getolopka, Karamai Pidirno. सरकार ने करी खल्ले अवजु ज्ञान तादे लुशन भाई भी कदाई लुशले कदम न हाई दोषी होंदना ईशान आदमी यंग बिरो लंबी जी कदाई भाव लोडे ठीक है दन्ना कदमाई करी तोड़े अदुसे कदमता यंग बिदे लंबी दिवस में कोई ना थिंगेगा अहोई कारबार में हमसे अहोई कदमाई हिंगो है बनो सीना हो सरकार दापिल तोड़सी गाड़ी थिंग भाई वे दे अहोई मणिपुर की चना बिनते गाड़ी चंग दे वे पश्चिमी कदमाई ले दोड़नो कदमाई हिंग दोड़नो खोंगना कदमाई लाग दोड़नो मुठिया भाड़ा सी सीधे की काटनो मत थंगत पर अंदर रुपा कुंठा निफु यांके आजिले अब कदमाई अहोई कारबार फमो है बनो सी कदम्बा स्टाइल की सरकार न अहोई ज्ञान तादरे अब कदम्बा सरकार दहाई सी गादु सुखंग दे कोई लूबो दिसीने कारबार दी अंतिना सोखरे अहोई दी की लोड का मीना पोदी उनने को अहोई दी एजेंसी हाउस ने तोड़ी वसी तीन वाते बने होने पेन दे है वो तो
लंबी जे अमुक थुगारगा अमुक सेम्बा की पोसे कइनो सिने कोइन खंगनिंगिना हाना सेम्बदो अजना मोंग ताना सेम्बगी पोसे सही दो उबो लेते अदुम ngaले अमुक थुगायगनि ngaले अमुक सेम्गनि ngaले याद्रे हाइनि मफमदो अमुक थुगायगनि स्माइ तौले सिगी जे चई अनि मया दि सुजलमदो माले
हाना की सुस्ती खराब फरे सेम्बदी लोई खरा सेम्ब खरा वाली बको सेम्बदी लोई ने तो खरा लेरेगा अदु मुक लाकने तो हाना की चप माना बई देवा खितंग नुआई तबा हुजु दे लेरे लेबस लेनी खरा सी लोरेगा अमुक लाकन कस्टमर खरा थुन तोरसे नुआइगनि गवर्नमेंट समय हारगे खरा थुन तो बस नुआइगनि
बिजनेस डाउन हो रहे हैं मणिपुर के पूरा बिजनेस डाउन हो रहे हैं तो करिया देने लंबी सु याद रहे कस्टमर सु लागत रहे करिया देने लंबी याद आवे कस्टमर लागत बने करिया देने गवर्नमेंट की डेवलपमेंट की दमदा खुश हुआ हाईवे याद दे कस्टमर लागत के दी मणिपुर दी अमल ये ना चने भी याद आवा खोंग ना लागत याद आवा गाड़ी ले चंग दे दी कस्टमर तो लागत बने
State Health Society, National Health Mission Manipur and Directorate of Health Services Manipur jointly organized Stop Diarrhea Campaign 2025 at Imphal Hotel. Steps of making ORS were demonstrated and children were given the ORS solution during the program. Speaking to media persons, Health Director Dr. Chambo Godmei told that diarrhea is common among children in monsoon season and conveyed the importance of parents to be aware of preventing and treating diarrhea in children. He also highlighted the need of mothers to exclusive breastfeed their newborn babies for the babies to recover from diarrhea.
Chava thakpagi sira akhoi pizza drink ngai siru akhoi khut se phajana harm ngandaba aduna any kind of infection se changbam tam sida say waterborne diseases foodborne diseases habse asidigi angang sing se diarrhea tawraga mohai punsi chakhiba yam leibne aduna yab makhaidi akhoi care lobi se lu na leiba habse yam dakar we Chinjak piba habisisu yam clean wena tawraga akhena pibzaba habisi adu weredi akhena asige mortality rate se natraga death rate se yamna hanthagani aduga angang sing se healthy wena legni habise tamni.
On the other hand, Health Director Dr. Chambo Godmei clarified that there has been delay in publishing the NEET merit list for Manipur. However, efforts are on to solve the issue so that the list can be released at the earliest.
NEET creation DIT ka aduda thabak toriba SIO NIC moi si myam singsina mohoina tawraga tawbni aduna certain issues that will be solved within a week. Aduna asigi the ate dasu thokri busu state ate dasu leribni adubu asise ahoidadi leirabne list se dum leirabne duna approval lodrabdi yadabiki ahoina approval do lorga released.
In operations conducted in two different places, security forces recovered huge quantity of arms and ammunitions. As per information received from Manipur Police Control Room, security forces carried out such operation at Tingkhai Khulen village under New Kaithilmanbi Police Station and general area of Mauhing village and Changobung village in Kangpokpi district. One Insas rifle with magazine, one 303 rifles, one local mat Lathot, 1.32 pistol with magazine, 4 local made bolt action rifles, 2 cannon pumpies, 1 M16 rifle, 1 MA1 assault rifle, 1 sniper rifle, 1 bore pistol, 7 single barrel rifles, 4 bolt action rifles, 6 spool mag rifles, 2 improvised mortars and 4 tube launchers were the arms seized during the operations. Moreover, 5303 ammunitions, 2 Lathot cells, 10 number of 12 mm rounds, ball action, 2 pumpy cells, 1 round of 84 mm RLHE, 61 number of 7.62 mm AK blank rounds, 7 single barrel blank rounds, 23 number of 7.62 mm SLR blank rounds. 4 grenades were also reportedly recovered by the team of security forces. Around 70-80 pari of paddy fields at Khapotsangbam, Upokpi and Topokpi in Bishnupur district have been submerged in water, unable to grow any crops while leaving the farmers in distress. The distressed farmers have sought immediate attention of the authority concerned and the relevant department to look into the matter. The inability to grow crops on their fields has been devastating for farmers, threatening their livelihoods and food security. The farmers highlighted that the narrowing of the Puthro Canal has become difficult for the farmers to drain out the excess water from the field. A farmer named Potsangbam Magle Meitei shared the challenges and suffering faced by the farmers of the region.
ꯇꯦꯡꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯔꯨꯞ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯨꯝꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯏꯔꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯕꯁꯤꯒ ꯌꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯂꯧꯁꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯄꯥꯜꯍꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯣꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯆꯍꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯕ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟꯠꯀꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯡꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯂꯧꯈꯣꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯡꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯂꯧꯐꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯕ ꯂꯧꯃꯤ ꯁꯤꯟꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯈꯟꯕꯤꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯆꯍꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯪꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯂꯧꯈꯣꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯤꯅ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯔꯀꯦꯁꯟ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯁꯤꯡꯕꯤꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛꯇꯣ ꯄꯥꯏꯍꯟꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯀꯣꯟꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯤꯟ ꯏꯅꯥꯎꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯂꯧꯈꯣꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯀꯥꯞꯇꯅ ꯇꯦꯡꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯜꯂꯤ ꯂꯧꯄꯨꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯁꯪꯗꯥꯅꯕ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯦꯟ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅꯗꯕ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯗꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯨꯛꯄꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯅꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯀꯨꯝꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯃꯥꯡꯍꯟꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯔꯨꯕ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯉꯔꯥꯡ ꯅꯣꯡꯇꯪ ꯍꯪꯒꯠꯈꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯧꯈꯣꯡ ꯇꯦꯡꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯝꯃꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ
MLA Lockend, along with officials concerned, visited and reviewed the Paubitek water supply scheme. The MLA directed the officials to connect pipes for new consumers. Staff of Bishnu Prakash are Punglia Limited, who are engaged in the construction and maintenance of Paubitek water supply scheme, to accompany the MLA during his visit. The staff shared the challenges faced by them in the slow progress of the work to the MLA. MLA Locken also instructed the staffs to maintain quality in the construction work and ensure every resident have access to fresh water from Paubitek water supply scheme. In regional news, Nagaland is currently experiencing widespread disruption caused by severe monsoon-induced landslide that have significantly damaged major transportation routes, particularly National Highway number 29 and 2. They are critical arteries connecting the state internally and with neighboring Manipur. The most extensive damage has been reported along National Highway number 2 near Fesama, where landslides since June have severed the primary road link between Kohima and Manipur. Although an alternative bypass route was activated for light and medium vehicles, a massive mudslide on Sunday along the Fesama, Kisama, Kikuwema route caused extensive damage to public infrastructure, rendering the route impassable. However, this route was restored last evening and is now open to traffic. National Highway number 29, the crucial lifeline connecting Dimapur and Kohima, has also suffered repeated landslides at several vulnerable points, prompting restrictions on the movement of heavy vehicles. Chief Minister Nephew Rio visited the landslide-affected area along with Deputy Chief Minister T.R. Ziliang yesterday. He said the state government is taking all necessary measures to minimize inconvenience to citizens and restore normalcy at the earliest. In national news, opposition MPs, including leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, today staged a protest at the Makar Dwar of Parliament against the Election Commission's Special Intensive Review (SIR) exercise being conducted in Bihar. Holding placards and raising slogans, they demanded that the government clarify the intent and legality of the review. They also demanded the withdrawal of the Special Intensive Review. The opposition MPs from various political parties, including Congress, SP, RJD, TMC, DMK and others, took part in the protest. The first day of the monsoon session of Parliament witnessed several disruptions by the opposition parties over various issues, along with demanding immediate discussion on the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindoor. Opposition MPs raised slogans continuously demanding a discussion over these issues. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh assured that the government is ready to discuss every issue in Parliament. Several members of Parliament submitted a memorandum to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla to remove Justice Yashwant Verma. A total of 145 Lok Sabha members signed the impeachment motion against Justice Verma under Articles 124, 217 and 218 of the Constitution. The Parliament will inquire into the matter related to the recovery of cash at the residence of Justice Yashwant Verma. Later, in a meeting of the Business Advisory Committee of Parliament, it was decided to hold a discussion on Operation Sindoor in the Lok Sabha, which was launched by the armed forces in response to the Pahalgam terror attack. 16 hours have been allocated for this debate. Besides, 12 hours have been allocated in the lower house for the discussion on the Income Tax Bill 2025 and 9 hours in the Rajya Sabha. In international news, the death toll in the Bangladesh Air Force jet crash climbed to 27, 25 of the deceased being students, authorities announced on Tuesday. According to the Inter-Services Public Relations (ISPR), the media division of the South Asia Nations Armed Forces, the Air Force's F-7 BGI training aircraft took off at 1:06 p.m. local time on Monday and crashed into the Milestone School and College building in Dhaka's Uttara around 1:30 p.m. Addressing a press briefing on Tuesday morning, Sayyidur Rahman, Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor of the National Burn and Plastic Surgery Institute in Dhaka, confirmed the update on the casualties. He further stated that at least 78 people are receiving treatment at different hospitals and 5 are in critical condition. He added that the bodies of 20 people have been handed over to their relatives. A total of 171 were injured following the tragic incident, the ISPR had said on Monday. Well, before we end this bulletin, the headlines once again. Delayed in construction of Thangal Market to Kuyatong Road under Smart City project impacts local traders, businesses. Delay in publishing NEET merit list for Manipur caused by technical issue. Merit list will be out soon, says Health Director Dr. Chambokunmei. And security forces recovered huge catch of weapons during such operations held in 2 different places. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.